no need to feel like you need to do anything but just lie down and find the most comfortable position you can lying down. Okay, so again, this is Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra is based on the idea that, and the science behind it, that when we bring awareness to any aspect of self, it can relax us. If we bring it with an objective awareness, right? Not with a lot of emotion and stories and history. But if we can bring awareness to all of these many layers and many facets of self, that awareness in and of itself, objective awareness, calms us down. Hence the name Nidra, why we have the name Nidra in there, which means sleep, but it doesn't mean we fall asleep. Okay, in this practice, we do want to stay right in the space between wakefulness and sleep, which means that you're not going to try to stay awake. You're just going to let yourself sink into this really relaxed state, but you're going to be aware of, and I'm going to remind you of this, you're going to be aware of the fact that you're also not wanting to fall completely asleep. When you do that, I call this the space between wakefulness and sleep. The space between wherein you are the most highly suggestible, you are the most open to suggestion. And in that space, it's nice to just plant a seed that you'll decide, I'm not going to decide, right? But that you will decide to suggest to your subconscious mind. Now, this could be as simple as one word: abundance, maybe right now, vitality, wellness. It could be 3 words. You could do a little mini mantra like peace, harmony, well-being. Or health, right? Vitality, kindness, whatever, right? But something that you can plant in the subconscious ground, in the fertile ground of your subconscious mind, that we will be repeating to ourselves over and over. Okay? So I think in my opinion, Yoga Nidra, well, there's 1,000 benefits in my opinion, but some of the 2 most powerful are, one, that by bringing conscious and objective awareness to our bodies, we really do, and to all of those layers, right? We really do calm ourselves down at a much deeper level. And then the second big reason would be that in that state where we are highly suggestible, that we get to, use an affirmation that normally maybe wouldn't land because our conscious mind is like, yeah, that's not true. But the subconscious mind is very open to that suggestion. Okay. So again, many, many reasons for doing Yoga Nidra. Those are the 2 we'll focus on today. Please pick a mantra for yourself. This is often called a resolution, so it could be something that you would like to resolve within yourself. And it doesn't have to be flowery terminology either. It could just be like, I'm chill, I'm chill, I'm chill, I'm chill. It doesn't have to be like, I'm going to save the world with each inhale, and all of that stuff, right? Just whatever lands for you, whatever makes sense for you. Make it a phrase that you can remember. Close your eyes and begin to repeat this phrase silently to yourself. Make sure that you are lying down with your pillow underneath your head, extra padding underneath your body, hopefully a little bolster underneath the knees so that your back can rest easy on the floor, and a blanket over the top of you as well. If you do have an eye pillow or even a piece of clothing that you can lay over the eyelids, this is a great idea to do that as well. Repeat your sankalpa, your intention, your affirmation. And now, after you feel like you've memorized that, just set it aside for a moment. We will come back to it. But setting it aside for a moment, find your body now with your mind's eye. And for right now, imagine that you are actually hovering above your body, looking down at your body so that you can see exactly where it is placed in space. See the left side and the right side of your body, and notice how far away they are from the left wall and the right wall. And then see the space between your body and the left wall and the right wall. Step into all of that space between. Look at the space between the soles of your feet and the wall beneath your feet. Notice how far away your body is from the wall beneath your feet and how much space there is between your body and the wall, and step into that space as well. Consciously aware of how far away you are from that wall. Bring your attention to the wall behind your head. See the crown of your head, see the wall behind the crown, and notice how much space there is between your crown and the wall behind you. Step into that space between crown and that wall behind your crown. Now step into the space between the body, the back of your body, and the floor. And at first look, it seems like we are actually touching the ground, but you'll notice that there is some space. Right? Maybe between the Achilles tendon and the floor, between the neck, the cervical spine, and the floor. Maybe there's a little space between the backs of your shoulders and the floor. Step into that space and notice how much space there is actually between the entire back of your body and the floor beneath the body. Step into this space between. And now finally, step into the space between the front of your body and the ceiling above you. Look at the front of your body, look at the ceiling, look at the space between the front of your body and the ceiling, and decide that you're going to step into this space between as well. With your conscious awareness, step into this space. And now just look at your body from the vantage point of above the body and notice how your body is placed exactly in space. Like, where are your arms? Where are your legs? Where is your head? You don't have to change anything, just notice that you can actually see and perceive of your body and the relationship your body has with the space around it. And now bring your attention and the gaze to the crown of your head, so that now you're looking down at your body from the vantage point of your crown. Look down and see your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, your temples, your cheekbones, your cheeks, your nose, your mouth, your lips, your chin. With your physical eyes very relaxed, see from the chin, look to either side and notice your jaw. Bring awareness to your jaw. And then tracing that awareness along either side of the jawline toward your ears, bring more attention to your ears. Draw that line of awareness, those lines of awareness down from the ears through the sides of your neck, along the tops of your shoulders, and with your palms face up, so if your palms are down, turn them up. Bring your attention into the insides of your arms, the inner shoulders, the inner arms, the inner elbows, the inner forearms, the inner wrists, the palms of your hands. And from the palms of your hands, draw your attention out to your thumbs, your forefingers, middle fingers, ring fingers, and pinky fingers. Once you've found your fingers with your mind's eye, draw your attention to the tips of your fingers and your thumbs. Draw that awareness around to the backs of your hands and the backs of your fingers. Draw your attention from the backs of your fingers and thumbs toward the back of the hand. And from the backs of your hands, draw your attention up to the backs of your wrists, the forearms, the bony parts of the elbows, the back of the upper arm. And from the backs of your upper arm, bring your awareness up to the backs of your shoulders. From the back of the shoulders across the upper torso, the back of your upper torso. Find your shoulder blades with that awareness. Draw your attention down the shoulder blades and down the upper thoracic rib cage. So just walk your way down those ribs. See the spine, the upper thoracic spine with your mind's eye as well. From the upper spine, move your way down into the middle of your spine and into the floating ribs right below the shoulder blades. Keep walking that awareness down the rib cage until you find your attention down at the lowest ribs in the back of the body. Walk your way down into your lower thoracic spine and into the lower back. And then even closer down to the pelvis as you move your attention into the lumbar spine, the small of your back. And the part of your lower back that is just hovering right above the top of the back of your pelvis. Bring your attention to your lower back and into the back of the pelvis. With your mind's eye, seeing the back of the hips, the sacrum, the sacroiliac joints. Bring your attention down to the tailbone and then outward into the sit bones. From the sit bones, draw your attention down through the backs of your legs, your hamstrings, of course your glutes and also the hamstrings, the backs of your knees, the backs of your lower legs, your calves, your Achilles tendons, the back of the heel itself, the arches of your feet, the soles of your feet, the balls of your feet, the toes and the pads of your toes. And then wrap your attention around from the pads of your toes to the tips of your toes and gaze at the fronts of your toes, the tops of your toes, and your toenails. With your mind's eye, see your pinky toe and the fourth toe, the middle toes and the second toes, and then draw your attention into the big toes. And from your big toes, and really all of your toes, draw your attention up from the tops of your toes into the tops of your feet, into the base of your shins, into the shins themselves, the kneecaps, the quadriceps, the fronts of your thighs, into the hip sockets themselves, and feel the hips. Feel from there that awareness of drawing your attention across from the hips into the entire front of the pelvis. Finding your pubic bone with your mind's eye, draw your attention up from the pubic bone to the top of the front of your pelvis, and from the top of the pelvis into the lower belly. Bring your attention from the lower belly into your solar plexus area, into your floating ribs, walking your attention up from the lowest ribs, all the way up to where you can find the tip of the sternum, the lower tip of the sternum with your mind's eye. And then notice the sternum itself and all of the upper ribs attached to the sternum. And keep walking your attention up those upper ribs into the chest until you reach your collarbones. See the right side of the collarbone, the left side of the collarbone. See the soft part of your throat in between the left and right sides. Then draw your attention from the soft part of the throat across the collarbone, again into the shoulders. And from the tops of your shoulders, draw your attention across the top of your torso toward your neck now. Draw your attention toward the base of your neck and then all the way up the back of your neck so that you can feel with your mind's eye a greater awareness of now the base of your skull as well. Move your awareness out from the base of your skull to the entire back of the skull. See the backs of your ears and draw your awareness up the backs of your ears toward the top of your head, the back of your crown, and then the very center of the top of your skull. Moving right back to where we began this scanning, right? Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale from the vantage point of the crown of your head, look down and see your physical body. See the front of it and the back of it with your mind's eye. Where we are resolving to stay in that space between wakefulness and sleep. And now repeat your own resolution. Listening to the words as you repeat them silently to yourself. And spelling the words out with your mind. See the words spelled out in front of your mind's eye, so you can read the words as well. And now, As you look down at your body, see the space between the back of your body and the front of your body. And in that space between, please let your words, your phrase, your sankalpa land somewhere in the space between the back of your body and the front of your body, somewhere within the inner space of your body. Repeat the words, listen to the words, read the words as you spell them out, and place these words, like you're placing a seed, in the fertile ground of the subconscious mind, located for right now in the space between the back and the front of your body. Let it land there. And now bring your attention back to the crown. From the vantage point of the crown of your head, look down and see an outline, an easy outline around the outer edges and the inner edges of your body. We're going to create a stronger outline, but not getting too close to the skin, right? We're going to see if we can outline maybe 2 or 3 inches around the body. So starting at the crown of your head and imagining that you have 2 markers or crayons or charcoal pieces or whatever, you're going to make 2 lines move in 2 equal and opposite directions from your crown around the outsides of the head, around the outer ears, down from the ears, down through the sides of your neck, from the sides of your neck across the top of your torso again, around the outer shoulders, through the outer arms, around the outer arms to the outer elbows, the outer forearms. With your palms face up, draw that attention around your thumbs, around your forefingers, around your middle fingers, your ring fingers, and your pinky fingers. Draw your attention around the inner edges of the hand, the pinky fingers, until you find yourself moving that line of awareness, those 2 lines of awareness up through the inner wrists, the inner forearms, the inner elbows, the inner upper arms, your inner biceps, until you find those 2 lines of awareness coming up towards your armpits. From there, make a nice easy line about 2 or 3 inches out away from your skin around your torso, around the upper ribs and the mid ribs and the lower ribs, and then that space between your ribs and your hips, the outsides of the belly, and then around the sides of the pelvis and the sides of your glutes, around the outer sides of the thighs, the outer knees, your outer shins, your outer ankles, the outer edges of your feet, the outer edges of your toes, and then wrap those lines of awareness around the pinkies and the toes next to them, the middle toes and the toes next to them, and your big toes. Keep drawing those lines of awareness around the outer edges of your toes, your big toes, the outer edges of the inner edges of your big toes, I should say, the inner edges of your feet, the inner ankles, the inner shins, the inner knees, the inner thighs, and all the way up into the inner groin. Drawing those 2 lines of attention toward each other until they meet at the tip of your tailbone. From the tip of your tailbone, draw 1 line now, tracing your spinal line with your mind's eye, and with this line of awareness from the tip of your tailbone through your sacrum, through the lumbar spine, through your lower thoracic spine, into the mid-thoracic spine, into the upper thoracic spine, all the way up through the neck, through the cervical spine, up to the base of your skull. And now look down from the vantage point of the base of your skull, look down and see this outline that you've created around the outer body and around the inner edges of the body, as well as the line that you created right up the center of the body. See those lines of attention. From the vantage point of the top of your spine, the base of your skull, imagine that you could breathe to and from the base of your skull. As you take the inhale in, think of the inhale coming in through the neck, through the soft part of your throat really, and direct that inhale back to the back of the skull, base of brain. As you exhale, imagine that you are exhaling through the pores of your skin into the outline you've created around your skin. So each time you exhale, you're pushing that breath out through the pores of your skin into the space around your skin, into this outline that we have created around the inner edges and the outer edges of your body. Do that again. Take an inhale. Bring it to the base of your skull. As you exhale, exhale out through the pores of your skin to fill up this line of awareness around the skin, as though you're coloring in the lines to fill up the space around your body, evenly and equally, so that not just one part of that line is touched with your awareness, but the entire outline of your entire body is filling up with breath. Take another deep inhale. Pull the breath in through the soft part of the throat toward the base of the brain, the base of the skull. As you exhale, imagine and intend that every cell of your body is exhaling with you. Move this exhale out, not so much through the nostrils, but through the pores of your skin. Move the exhale out of every cell. As the exhale continues to move out through the pores of your skin, as though you're coloring inside the lines, fill up the space between your skin and the outline around your skin. Resolve to stay in that space where we are not asleep. Rather, we are in the state between wakefulness and sleep. Repeat your intention silently to yourself again. And now look at the space between your skin and the outline we created around the skin. Even if it's just a millimeter of space, even if it feels more like a foot, notice how much space there is between your skin and the outline around your body. Step into this space with your mind's eye and with your awareness. Repeat your intention silently to yourself, listening to the words as you repeat them. Spell these words out, reading these words with your mind's eye. And now generate a feeling behind these words. Feel the meaning behind these words. And let the feeling and the words and even the sound of the words land in the fertile ground of the subconscious mind. For right now, located between your skin and the space around your skin. Inhabit that space, repeat your intention, listen to it, read it with your mind's eye, feel the meaning behind those words, and let these words land in the fertile ground of the subconscious mind, in the space between your skin and that outline you created. Now bring your attention to the central line that we've also created, the line that moves from your tailbone up to the base of your skull. Look down and see this line, and then look to the left of this spinal line. Take an inhale to the left side of your body only. Not a deep inhale, just a subtle one, but inhale only to the left. Inhabit only left side. See only left side. Feel only left side. And now look to the right of that central line. Breathe only to the right side. A very subtle breath, but only breathe to the right. Feel only the right side. See only the right side. Bring your awareness only to the right side. Look to the left again. Feel left. Breathe left. See left. As though you were only left side. Inhabit left side fully. Look to the right. Feel the right. See only right side. Breathe only to right side. Inhabit only right, as though you were only the right side of your body. Look to the left. Be only left. Feeling, seeing, inhabiting, and breathing. Left. Look to the right. See only right. Be only right. See and feel and inhabit and breathe only right. Look left. See only left. Look right. See only right. And now look at the space between left and right. Look at how much space there appears to be between left and right. Resolve to stay in the space between wakefulness and sleep. Repeat your own resolution. Listen to the words. Spell the words out so you can read these words with your mind's eye. Feel the feeling behind these words. And let your words land now in the space between left and right. Inhabit the space between left and right and let these words land in the fertile ground of the subconscious mind, now located somewhere between left and right. Let these words land in the fertile ground of the subconscious mind. Let them take root and begin to germinate and grow. Now see your body as very expansive. As you notice your inhale come in, see the body expand. Feel expansive. See your body open up and take up more space. Inhabit this expansion. And then see your body as though it were one big contraction. Don't contract physically, just see your body contracting. Feel the body contracting without physically doing so. Feel contracted. Embody this trait of contraction. Feel expansive. See your body as expansive. As you breathe, breathe expansively. Embody expansion. And now see your body as contracted. Feel contraction. Embody the trait of contraction. Breathe in a contracted state. Inhale and feel expansive. Exhale and feel contracted. Now feel expansive again. Feel light and buoyant and open and expanded. See the body in an expanded state. Feel expansive. Embody this feeling of expansion. Breathe into this expanded state. See the body as contracted. Feel the contraction. Feel as though you are in a contracted state. and embody this contracted state. Breathe into this contracted state as though the breath itself were contracting. Feel expansive. Feel contracted. See the body expanding. See your body contracting. Breathe in an expansive way. Breathe in a contracted way. Embody a sense of expansiveness. Embody a state of contraction. Hearken back to your words. Resolve to stay in that space between wakefulness and sleep. And then repeat your own resolution silently to yourself, listening, reading the words, feeling the meaning behind these words, and making of these words a seed that you can plant in the fertile ground of the subconscious mind, now located somewhere between expansion and contraction. Notice how much space there appears to be when you look at that space from the vantage point of your third eye or the base of your skull. Step into the space between expansion and contraction and plant those seeds in the fertile ground of the subconscious mind. The seeds of your own sankalpa, your own resolution. Let these words land in this fertile ground somewhere between expansion and contraction. Letting your body relax at an even deeper level. Now bring your attention and your vantage point, right, the place you're going to be looking from, to the very center of your brain, the center of your forehead, right behind the inner skull. As you find that space, imagine that you are seated in a really comfortable lounge chair, a reclining chair, and that you're just gazing at the inside of your skull, the inside of your forehead, from that vantage point, to the very comfortable chair, as though you're looking at a screen, about to see a slideshow. Once you can picture that, I will be calling out visual images. You will place one image at a time on the screen of the mind. And then, as though you've moved on to the next slide, you'll bring another image, one image at a time, onto the screen. You'll let it move so that there is space for the next image. Making sure that your physical eyes are relaxed and that you do feel comfortable. Picture a flickering lamp, a mango tree, a car moving down a road, a palm tree, an orange fire, a starry night, a full moon, a brown dog, a black horse, a white cat, a moving elephant, a rising sun, waves in the ocean, church bells ringing, a priest kneeling, a devotee meditating, a white sandy beach, an airplane overhead, a small golden egg, a blue bird, the bank of a river, a boat in the harbor, a blue lotus, a turbulent river, a single red rose, a field of orange poppies, a row of yellow sunflowers, a pasture of green grass, a turquoise blue sea, purple mountains, an indigo sky, snow-covered hills, a cabin in the woods, a pathway into the forest, a pile of silver coins, the symbol Om. An ochre robe, a string of meditation beads, and now start to picture clouds in the sky. See a red cloud, an orange cloud, a yellow cloud, a green cloud, a sky blue cloud, a dark blue indigo cloud, a violet covered cloud, and finally see a white cloud. Place this white cloud upon the screen of your mind, and let this white cloud expand so much that it covers the entire screen with this white color. Use this white color to both include and erase all of the previous images. And now repeat your intention silently to yourself, reminding yourself that you will stay awake in that space between wakefulness and sleep. Then repeat your own resolution. Listen, read the words, feel the meaning behind the words, and now allow your mind to conjure up visual imagery that matches your intention. Place these visual images upon the screen of your mind. But this time, place as many images as you need to create an entire picture for your mind to see and to experience and to appreciate. Imagine and intend that your sankalpa, your resolution, intention, or affirmation has already happened. And paint this image upon the screen of your mind. Keep repeating the words and listening to them. Spell the words out on this screen and read them. Feel the feeling behind these words and infuse this image with this feeling. Add color and texture. And maybe even flavor to your intention and to this masterpiece you're creating on this canvas or on this screen of your mind. And now draw your intention, draw your canvas, your screen, your visual image really, and bring this visual image into your heart center. Place this visual image that you have created, this three-dimensional masterpiece, full of color, image, texture, meaning, and place this at the very center of your heart. As you place this visual representation of your intention at the heart center, notice how there will be feelings, sensations, and emotions that will rise up to be noticed. Please bring greater awareness to these sensations and to these feelings, maybe even to the thoughts that arise as you place your intention squarely at the heart center. The image of the intention, the meaning of the intention, the words themselves spelled out so that you can read them, and the sound of the words. Generate feelings of appreciation for your sankalpa. And as you feel these feelings of appreciation, let this feeling expand from the very center of your heart beyond the confines of your heart center, toward the throat chakra right above the heart, and toward the solar plexus right below the heart. Bring your attention back to your heart and generate the feeling of gratitude for this intention already come to fruition, already showing up for you. Feel these feelings of gratitude. Generate these strong feelings of gratitude at the very center of your heart. Let this feeling of gratitude expand beyond the confines of your heart center, beyond the solar plexus and your throat chakra, all the way down into the second chakra, your dantian, your lower belly, all the way up to your third eye center, right in the middle of the brain, behind the center of the forehead. Feel this feeling of gratitude emanating from the center of your heart into the lower belly, up into the brain. Feel this feeling of appreciation emanate from your heart center down into the solar plexus and up into the throat. And then bring that feeling back to your heart center. Bring your awareness back to the center of your heart. As you gaze at this masterpiece you've created, seeing it, feeling it, reading it, listening to it, now generate feelings of love for these words and the meaning behind the words and the masterpiece you've created with these words. Love this intention. Generate the feeling of love at the heart center. And now let this feeling of love emanate all the way down to the tip of the tailbone, into the root chakra, all the way up to the crown of your head, into the crown chakra. Feel these feelings of love radiating below the heart and above the heart, down into the roots, maybe even down into the soles of your feet as extensions of your root chakra. All the way up to the crown of your head, maybe even beyond the crown of your head as extensions of your crown chakra. Feel these feelings of love radiating from the heart, moving down into the root and up into the crown. Feel the feelings of gratitude emanating from the center of your heart, down into the belly and up into the third eye. Feel the feelings of appreciation emanating from the heart center down into the solar plexus and up into the throat. And then feel as though you are a pool. Your body is becoming more of a pool. And let these feelings of appreciation and gratitude and love intermix, intermingle in this pool of heart-centered energy, heart-centered emotion. And let this pool start to become a spiral, a three-dimensional spiral that moves and surrounds your entire body, that moves beyond the confines of the body, down into the earth, up into the sky, out to the left and around to the right. Let this spiral, circular, three-dimensional spiral move around the legs and around the feet, beyond the feet, and in the opposite direction around the arms and around the chest, around the torso, around your throat, around your face, and all the way up above the head. Let this pool become a whirling spiral of energy, love, gratitude, and appreciation, washing around your entire body, below and above, to the left and to the right, to the front of and to the back of your physical body. And then watch as this three-dimensional spiral starts to slow down and move back into your own heart. It's still moving, it's still undulating, it's still stirring up and mixing these feelings of appreciation, gratitude, and love. As it begins to stir back into the heart center, let these feelings stir up another emotion, joy. Feel these feelings of joy, this feeling of joy pulsate from your heart into every cell in your body. And please, one more time, with these feelings of joy, appreciation, gratitude, and love, moving freely through every cell to every nook and cranny of your body and beyond the body. Please repeat your intention one more time, silently to yourself. Letting these words land wherever they want to land in the fertile ground of the subconscious mind, in the space around the body, well beyond the body, infusing these words with joy, love, gratitude, and appreciation. And then bring those words back to your own heart. And let these words rest here. From your heart, begin to take some deep inhales and exhales as we start to step back into our physical body. Expand your ribs, expand your back. Once you can feel your breath moving your body, begin to move your fingers and your toes. Rotate through the wrists and the ankles. Bend your elbows and straighten them. Bend your knees and straighten them. Rotate your arms through the shoulder sockets. Rotate the leg bones through the hip sockets. Eventually bring your knees into your chest. And wrap your elbows around your knees. Rock side to side a few times across your spine, across the back ribs, breathing more to the back of your body on purpose. Stepping into the back and the front of your body with your next in-breath. And as you exhale, draw the knees in even closer. Bring your forehead up to meet your knees and your knees in to meet your forehead. Take a huge inhale into the back. And a strong exhale to engage your abs. Make sure you feel the inner body working. From there, roll to one side into a fetal position. Stay here. Breathe into your back. Inhale, roll onto your back, and exhale to the opposite side. Inhale into the back of your body again. Exhale, engage your abdominals. Inhale, roll over. Just keep your knees pointed to the left. Roll your right arm to the right or to the left. It's depending on which side you are on. I'm just assuming everyone went to the right first. But wherever your knees are, keep them there and just open up so that your chest opens to the sky. And your arm is reaching your, if your knees are turned to the left, your right arm is reaching to the right and vice versa. Take a huge breath into the spine itself. Exhale to wring out your spine. Bring the knees up, keep your chest facing the ceiling. Exhale the knees to the opposite side. Reach the arm in the opposite direction. So if your knees are pointed to the right, your left arm reaches to the left. Breathe into the spine, inhaling through the spine, from the tailbone up to the base of the skull. Strong exhalation to wring out once again. Inhale, bring your knees back up over your hips. Clasp your hands down behind your legs, right underneath your knees. And now begin rocking lengthwise on your spine. Do this between 4 and 7 times. This will just help wake you up since we are in the middle of the day and you may not want to sleep now. So just rock forward and back a few times. Once you've done that at least 4 to 7 times, come up into a comfortable seated position. Sweep the arms over your head, take an inhale. Bring your palms together, exhale, bring your hands down to the heart center. Do that again, inhale, sweep the arms down, out, and around and up. Join the palms, exhale, bring the hands back to the center of your heart. One more time, circle the arms down, around, and up. Inhaling. And exhale, hands back to heart center. With your eyes still closed, but physical eyes relaxed, please take a deep breath into the heart center itself. We'll take an Om as we exhale. Deep breath in. Please notice how you are feeling in this moment. Please know that you should take at least another 10 to 15 minutes before you really try to do much. Just notice how you are feeling and just enjoy this feeling of release of tension, lightness of being, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for being here and for doubling up today. A lot of you doubled up today. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone.